Okay, almost ready. Here we go. Hello and welcome to Elemental Energies with Chris Ann and Jeff. Obviously, I'm Jeff, not Chris Ann. So I hope you are having a wonderful day. Today, as you know, is Sunday, and it is the day of my Rune Reiki broadcast. So typically, what I try and do is I try and sense what the world is needing, what those folks that regularly turn on or tune in are needing. And oftentimes I also bring what I need into it because I too have situations that happen in my life that that I need energy for. And so if I can pull energy and direct energy to help you, the first Reiki that we learn is how to Reiki ourselves and how to heal ourselves and how to meet the needs that we have as Reiki practitioners, as individuals. Um, that is the first step in becoming a Reiki practitioner, is being able to pull that energy that you need for your own healing. So today isn't just about you, today is also about me. Um, so, what I have decided for today that I wish to work on is with all the terrible things that are going on in our world right now, in our country even, we have so much hate, we have so much anger, and we have so much hurt going on. So, what I want to work on today is communication, new beginnings, bringing out love to everyone, to everyone. Communication and love for the most part, because irregardless, no matter what the situation is in our lives, if the situation changes between two people, between a family, no matter what the situation is, when it changes, we always have love. We always have caring. We always, even when we're no longer with that person, because we have loved with them and we have shared in the past, we continue caring. We don't want anything bad or untoward for anyone we've ever cared about to be in their lives. So today's Reiki session may be on the tad emotional, but that is what love is about. And so let's start out with the usual. I am Jeff Nelson Stonebiter, and just for those folks that don't know, the Stonebiter part of my name is a chosen name. It is one that is given to me by my spirit guides, and it has a multitude of descriptions in it. It isn't just actually, it does have a lot to do with my choice of art form. I love to carve stone, hence Stonebiter, but also that is where I came to the enlightenment of how I deal and how I sense vibrational energy is through working with my hands, working with the stone to create things. And as luck has it, it was while I was doing a lot of high-end bathroom remodeling with travertine and marble and granite and all those things. So while there are a lot of you that use amethyst and quartz and all of that, my stones are more sedimentary than that. They are the building blocks of this planet. And so they have a lot of energy for me. let's also talk about my other love, which is the Elder Futhark runes. It is a 24 symbol language. It has 24 characters. It is approximately 7,000 years old. It is the language of the Norsemen and all of the pre-European peoples in that continent. It is quite symbolic for me. It is quite powerful for me. And although I have been trained and I know Usui Reiki as a Usui Reiki master teacher, I just don't get the Japanese. It just doesn't mesh with who I am in my spirit, in my past lives. And so the Elder Futhark has stepped in, and it is much more powerful for me. It is much easier for me to pronunciate, and I can manifest greater and more powerful things with the Elder Futhark than I can with the Japanese language that is a part of Usui Reiki. So for me, it's Rune Reiki. And I do it I'm not a quiet Reiki practitioner, as many of you know, and I put that warning out anytime I do Reiki on anyone. I am not completely love and light, but I'm a good portion love and light. And so when I do Reiki, it's not a quiet thing. I don't quietly do Reiki. I do a practice called Galdar, which is a voicing or a speaking of the runes with intention. So what I do, I'm going to step back for a minute, hopefully not trip over anything. So what I do is I'm very grounded. So my feet in my imagination have roots going down into the planet, into the core of the earth. And I bring all this energy, all this power, everything that is of the earth to me. And I pool that energy in my sacral chakra. The Asian peoples see this as the chi center, where we store our soul, where our soul resides. And so I pool all that energy within me, and I bring it up my chakra centers to my throat chakra. And from here, I change it into vibrational energy that is packed with intention. And then I let it go as I voice the runes. And so that, and once it's recorded in that vibrational form, in that pitch, in, dare I say, melody? I don't know. I don't view myself as all that melodic, but when it is trapped within that vibrational energy that I let loose, and it is captured by modern day technology in the video, it will retain that energy. If you are touched by any of the Reiki sessions that I do and you need that again, you can renew that within yourself and pull that energy again as often as you like from that video. And if you need a special touch, that's fine. Here I am. Contact me. Here I am. I will help you if I can. And so that is basically Rune and Reiki description of it. Further on the Reiki. So Reiki is all about our three layers of self. We have our physical self, the flesh and blood, the shell of who we are, that when it gets sick, it needs healing. But we also have two other layers of self that also affect, all three affect each other. So we have the physical self, out from that, in a circle, in a shell, however you want to picture it, out from our physical self is our emotional self. Beyond that, going on forever, is our spiritual self. Oftentimes, the first thing that people encounter with you is your spiritual self. Why am I covering that today? Oh, because we're talking about love and sharing and communication. So the first thing that people encounter with you is your spiritual self. If you are strong within your beliefs of who you are, what you believe in, and the love energy of what your beliefs are, it will show in your spiritual self long before anyone encounters your emotional self or your physical self. We have to be very careful with that, because there are a lot of people that, I'll borrow a Christian term, that go around as a raging lion seeking whom they may devour. So in your spiritual self, I would encourage you to be light-hearted, not religious, but know who you are to yourself and where your strength is. Where is that strength that you pull from your divine? Is it, I don't pull my divine strength from a religion. I don't pull it from a belief that other men have put together to control somebody else. My spiritual belief comes from within me, knowing that I am strong, knowing who my friends are spiritually, not just the physical friends that I interact with all the time, but the spiritual friends that are just a call away, the other entities that surround us from other veils, if you will, other dimensions. They're all around us. They're surrounding us. And we can make friends there as well. It is all about your spiritual beliefs and your spiritual self. My spiritual self is right here. It isn't in a building. It's not in a place that I go specifically. It shines on me like the sun every time I step outside. Broadcast that sun, broadcast that energy, put that before you as protection, as a shield, as a welcoming hug to others when you don't want to get close to them. Social distance, it's all cool with putting your spiritual self out there, because they will feel your spiritual self just as well as they would a hug. So, I think that covers everything. Shall we get into the meat of the subject? Okay, for those that wish to partake of this Rune Reiki session, I would say just be open and accepting. For those that do not, that are just simply here to observe and see what this crazy guy is up to today, just purpose in your mind, no, not today, and keep that wall up. I will not affect you. I promise I will not invade who you are. I will not have anything to do with that. I am simply here for you to see what this is all about, but I am simply here for those people that wish to be open, that need a touch, that know me, that know that I love them, that I am always willing to be open and share with them and give them whatever energy they need. It's free to me. All this energy is free to all of us. We don't have to give from our personal energy of who we are. We don't have to say, here's a piece of my soul for you. We are surrounded by much more energy than we could ever generate within our own soul. It is everywhere. It is overwhelmingly powerful. And so that is the energy I have for you. That is the energy I share. It comes to me freely. I give it right now to you freely. If we have a paid session, that's all different. You pay later. But right now, it is free energy I am pulling, and I am giving it to you. So, here we go. Lagus Reto Raito Raito Anzu Othala now these Unyo Gebo Anzu Agalas He was now these Anzus Gebo Unyo now these He was now these Hagalas Anzus Om Ashira Om Ashira Om Excuse me for a moment. Om Now these algaes unyo. Now these Anzus, now these Otala Unyo. Now these Tiwas Anzus Tiwas. Now these Gabo Tiwas. Now these Tiwas algaes unyo. Unyo. Now these unyo. Anzus. Gabo. Now these unyo. Anzus. Algaes. Tiwas. Unyo. Now Well, that certainly helped me. I hope it helped you as well. Just real quick, I know I usually don't do this, but I use some runes that I haven't used before with you, and I would like to share those with you. So just a moment. So this is Anzuz, and basically it may be reversed in the camera, but it is an F with the arms going down. And it is all about communication and fostering good communication between others. Also, it helps you listen to your inner voice, listen to your conscience, listen to your heart. We need to do and we need to follow what our heart tells us and what our spirit guides or divine energies, however you want to term it, what they share with us. And sometimes our emotions and sometimes our desires get in the way of hearing the truth and hearing what we truly need to hear for our best good, for our highest purpose. That's happened to me, and it's happened to me recently, and I am clearing that from me. I am letting that go, and Anzuz is helping me to do that. So Berkana is shaped like a bee, but kind of all the Elder Futhark runes are straight. They don't have rounds because straight lines are much easier to carve. They're much easier to mark than round symbols. So Berkana is a renewal rune, and it is all about new beginnings, new information. When it's coupled with Anzuz, it's all about renewal and renewed communication and better communication. So when I do my healing, when I do my runes, when I was voicing those as energy, I was also communicating intention as a spoken language, a language that other rune users may understand, and that's my hope. But anyway, so the reason why I'm sharing this with you is so you know that I am not just using the runes individually, but I am also using the runes as a spoken language to speak my intention and direct the energy of that intention out into the universe. So not only do my magic, my Reiki, it involves three different things. Not just saying what I'm going to do, not just writing what I'm going to do, but putting legs and actions to what it is that I wish to accomplish and what I need. It's not even wish. A lot of times it comes from a very basic need within me. So Berkana is very good because it's a renewal. It's all about renewal, new beginnings. So Rytho, sometimes I mispronunciate it myself and call it Raytho, but it is correctly pronunciated Rytho. So it is the journey rune, and it's all about taking initiative and putting legs to your desires. All about putting legs to what it is that you wish to accomplish. Okay, I'm going to get a little graphic a little bit. So, we can bitch and moan about our problems all day long, but Reito says if you don't do anything about it, if you don't do anything different, you will always get the same thing you always got. If you don't do it different, you're always going to do the same thing. So, Laguz. Laguz is one of my very favorite runes. It is the emotion rune. And as you have all guessed from me by now, I am a very emotional person. Yes, I am a man. I am strong, but I am strong in my emotions as well. And this old fallacy of real men don't show emotions, whatever. So, there you have it. Laguz. So, Ingwaz is a real cool one because Ingwaz is it's the fertility rune. But it's not just about, men and women doing their thing, getting pregnant. I mean, look, you got Gabo twice here, one on top of the other. Very sexy. Anyway, Gabo is an X, and Gabo is all about good outcome, good things coming. So Ingwaz is that doubled, all about fertility, fertile things coming your way. If it is paired with Fehu, it is all about financial fertility. If it is paired with Anzuz, it is all about positive, fertile communication. So anything that it is paired with is going to be prosperous. It's going to come out fertile. It's going to come out beautiful and whole, just like a newborn baby. So it is very good for renewal as well. So that brings us to an end of our time together. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing with me. I get so much out of this. So anyway, there I go getting emotional again. Anyway, I got a lot out of today's session for me that I needed. I hope you did as well. Thank you.